In John chapter 8, from verse 2 to verse 11, the Bible says that the scribes and the Pharisees, they brought to him a woman caught in adultery. And when they had set her in the midst of them all, they said to Jesus, "Teacher, this woman has been caught in adultery in the very act. Now Moses has commanded us that such should be stoned. But what do you say, Jesus?" Now the New Testament gives a really interesting description of Jesus' reaction, because the Bible says that Jesus stooped down and started writing on the ground with his finger as if he didn't hear what they had just said. And when they continued to ask him these questions, Jesus stood himself up and Jesus said, "He among you who has no sin, let him cast the first stone at her." And then Jesus stooped down again and continued to write on the ground. And then all the people around him heard these words of Jesus, and they were convicted in their heart because of his words, and they started leaving one by one, starting with the oldest until the last person. And when they had all left, Jesus was still there writing with his finger on the ground, and the woman standing there alone. Now the Gospel of John does not go into detail and explain what it was that Jesus wrote on the ground with his finger. But I believe that whatever Jesus wrote on the ground was miraculous. All the accusers of this woman, when they saw what Jesus wrote, they saw Jesus writing their sins. You know, they told Jesus she was caught in the act. Jesus caught their sins. Jesus caught them in the act when he wrote their sins on the ground. And then Jesus stood up, looked at the woman, and he said, "Woman, where are your accusers? Has no one condemned you?" And the woman said, "No one, my Lord." And Jesus said to her, "Neither do I condemn you." And then he said those golden words. Jesus said to the woman, "Woman, go, but sin no more." And that's why John chapter 3 and verse 17 says that God the Father did not send God the Son to this world to condemn the world, but that the world through him might be saved.